All right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where in the world you're logging on from. You are on the Save Club corporate Zoom update call and content drop call, training call, updates from our CL as to what's happening from our amazing marketing. I don't even know if we call David a marketing director, marketing guru, David Dubbs, who's produced a lot of content, a lot of pieces for us. So I'm going to turn this over to Charles. Let's find out what's going on in Save Club world. Over to you, Charles.
Hey Matt, thanks for the great introduction. And today I want to talk about where we're headed to with Save Club. Globally, we're going to be experiencing a lot of interesting things. I was in a training when I came out. I discovered that our whole world is at war, and it's really shifting things a
JP.
lot. And what it's doing is potentially going to make things cost more. And we've seen this steady increase of inflation just continue since about 2020. And now with potentially, oil prices going up, things are going to be costing a lot more. And that's going to drive people more and more towards savings, more and more towards looking for a way to be earning extra income. Now, um, presenting with Save Club, we've got a couple of opportunities here as we go in and we really want to nail down how we want to be presenting to people. So we've got a pure customer route where, we're have the ability to, attract in customers for the pure prospect of savings. This becomes really beneficial when we're going towards databases and organizations where, like for the nonprofit and charity fundraising participation, we can go after a group and share with them the savings. Share with them the app, share with them the savings, and really just put out a an ability to uh, captivate them through different deals. So what we'll show you today is some savings on specifically like on food and travel, and we're working at putting together a uh, uh, demo portal so people can get in and play around with the travel before they actually have to get started. I think that's going to be helpful. Is people like to go online and shop. Plus, we've got so much unique stuff they don't even know what they don't know, so they can get into looking at our vacation deals, looking at some of these opportunities, and just really having a uh, ability to shop and understand the deals and get involved, even before that. Now, Dave, you were working on some pretty cool pieces here this weekend on, training and displaying to people, what's going on. This will be helpful as we're bringing customers in from our landing pages, and we just want to show them deals, show them savings, um, and also segmenting them down. So if it's going to be savings on food, or if it's going to be savings on other pieces. Dave, do you mind if I show off the food savings one in the content drop?
There's actually, I thought I put all three in there and I just looked and only one's in there. So I'm adding the other two because I actually did three. I did food savings, I did travel savings, and I did retail savings. So there's actually three videos going in there. But if you want to play the one, you can. I'm actually putting the other ones in. I thought I
Okay.
swear we did this yesterday, but maybe.
I'm actually not going to play it straight from Google. I'm downloading it so I can play it in the player because it'll be high definition when I get it through the player. So
Okay.
let's just give it a second because it's downloading. It's a 7-minute video.
So, so to explain it to everybody, we have multiple portals, and a lot of times you guys aren't taking advantage of some, the multiple portals. So I kind of wanted to show like the travel. We have three travel portals, so I wanted to show it. We have basically two savings portals too. So if you're a health club member, you got another portal to save on, and we have a regular one. So I was kind of going back and forth, showing you some deals and kind of showing you how to maximize overall savings with everything you have because why have a membership and not take 100% advantage of the membership where you can, save on pretty much everything in your life. So I just wanted to, instead of doing like a traditional content drop today, I'm dropping in these demo videos that'll teach you how to do it, because if you start utilizing the savings, number one, you'll tell everybody about it because you're saving money. But number two, you're going to feel pretty good too because you're utilizing these things that is literally giving you more money than your membership. So the value proposition, you'll feel the value, which is exactly what you should do. So I'm dropping them in, Charles, right now. I'll let you know when they're all uploaded. But yeah, if you want to play the one video, go ahead. The food one's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
We also did travel and shopping. So we have three. I sat here all day yesterday doing that for you guys. But and then if anybody else out there has, questions on using the product, if you're stuck somewhere, I don't mind doing these kind of videos to help you learn it. Okay, so because they always say be a product of the product, right? We've heard that our whole lives in this industry, but here it's easy to be a product of the product because you're just going to buy what you're normally buying. But imagine spending money on something and then finding out later that you could have got it for free or 20% off or 30% off or whatever. Then you're like mad. You're like, oh man, I could have got that for free. That's extra money I had. And some of you spend money on stuff that you could be utilizing and getting stuff and you're not even doing it. So, which is crazy, right? Because it only takes you like 1 second more to get these savings, especially like the food one he's going to show. Charles, go ahead and show that, and I'll let everybody know when these.
Let me see how.
I love showing this because food.
You know what, Dave? This is
can easily pay for your membership over and over and over again. So I'm looking at both portals here. So, for example, Arby's. All right, I use this constantly. By the way, I like the roast beef sandwiches. Get a free roast beef sandwich. And I have all the different locations here. Get a free regular roast beef sandwich. The purchase is the same. That's like $5 right there. These hearty burgers are huge. These thick burgers, free one. Okay, Chili's, free chips and queso. Okay, Sonic, I can get a free burger or 99-cent Route 44. I think it's a big 44-inch out drink. That's a good deal. Jets Pizza, love the place. Go there a lot. Okay, they have free cinema sticks. So all these different places I can look up in my town. Burgers Bagels, Uncle Julio's, $20 off. I use this Buffalo Wild Wings, $5 off all the time. Honey Baked Ham, get a free sandwich like that. Okay, so if you eat, you can save some significant money. Free pie at some of these places through here. They have all kinds of restaurants. Bricks Wood Fire Pizza is pretty good. All these different places that I can save money eating. Free chips and drink with the purchase of a sub, not a bad deal. All right, so I can come in here. I love Shake Shack, for example. 20% off is pretty hefty at Shake Shack because they're not the cheapest fast food place, but really, really good. And stuff like that, okay? So I can come in here and look, with Chris, $5 off. So then I can click in our other portal, though, and the way this other portal does it, instead of having coupons that do like buy one, get one free, it just gives you a big discount, okay, on how to do it. So let's say I'm feeling like breakfast, and I know I'm going to go to Cracker Barrel. So I would just click on here, and again, you have to have our health portal to get this access to this one. But I spend $21, and I get a $25 gift card. Well, I could do this quickly before I leave the house and basically do this. And if I know my meal's around $25 or whatever, well, there's a free $5 as part of the tip or whatever. I'm just going to do this in 30 seconds, get this, put it on my phone, and then go to the restaurant and eat and just instantly save money because I'm going to have to pull out my credit card anyway to pay for the bill at any of these places. So by doing so first, it's pretty good. So $25 gift card for $20, $50 gift card. So if you're going to order a pizza, and sometimes you could double dip with the other portal if it gives you a coupon. Bonefish Grills, pretty pricey. I know I'm going to spend easily over $50 there, so I can get $42. It's $8. That's me buy my Bang Bang Shrimp appetizer or whatever. So it's all these different places, and there's fast food places. There's very nice restaurants in here. Olive Gardens could be quite expensive. $45 for $60. Okay, because they're actually giving you an extra $10 on top of that. And so again, one, having the health portal for your health is just smart. Okay, it saves you a ton of money. But the fact that they throw in this on top of it, this will pay not only just for your health portal, but this, if you do this enough, it'll pay for your membership with Save Club. It's only $20 a month. We go to Logan's quite a bit down the street. and the bill's always there. So for $40, I get $50. I mean, it just makes sense. If you know you're going to do that before you leave the house, you log on here. And if you eat out several times, or if you have a big family, if you got a family of 4 going out to eat, that could be pretty expensive. So this can literally save you a ton of money. So again, the one portal had Ruth Chris for only 5% off. This gives me, $15 off, right? So what's because it's having the extra 10% promo here. Now, Ruth Chris, you're going to spend $100 or more. I mean, that's one of the finest steakhouses in America. But what's cool is you can buy multiple gift cards as well and keep saving it. So if I bought 2, I'm essentially saving $30. Okay. So again, it's very easy depending on what you're going to do, where you're going, to save money on food, etc. This also has a lot of, some grocery stores save 5%, okay? And not to mention some extra things like some of the other retail stores as well. Now, also, they have some of this in the other portal as well, but this is more like for a gift card. So if I were to, even Michael's here, a lot of ladies like Michael's, but let's say, let's look at one of these here. The SW, Chuck E. Cheese, okay, that's big for parents. Ace Hardware, Academy Sports, save up to 15%. Okay, so let's say I was going to go there. That could be pretty big, 15% off. Again, you could buy multiple gift cards. So let's say I was looking at a treadmill for $200, right? I could just go buy 4 of these, and then I would be saving, 8 times, around 8 times, around $32 off. Okay. And if you go and you go on their website and you have a coupon deal or you get an extra deal, you just calculate that because this works like money. You're just reducing the cost and you're getting gift cards. So no matter what other deals you're getting, you still get them because this just is like using your credit card to buy it. But I love the fact that you could buy more than one to calculate. So literally, if you're smart, you can literally save, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, on things. And some, especially when you're looking at pretty expensive things too. 105 Ulta gift card, so $90 for $105. Women go in there and spend that money all the time. I guess some guys do too. But yeah, you can check this out and see if there's anything big. Look at this, K Jewelers. Let's look at this here. $80 for $100. So, you got a significant other's birthday. Maybe someone's I don't know how many of these they limit you to. Probably, I don't think they do. So let's see if we can try to buy. So, okay, 10 is the limit. So 10 would give me $1,000 for $800. There's $200 off. Okay, so you could essentially do that as well. So if you're really smart about this and really dig in, you can really get some advantages. Of course, you have to be a person willing to kind of do what I do and do some research here and kind of think this through. But there's some pretty tremendous values if you're very smart about this to do. Like I love Adidas, and so I can go over here and save 14% off. That's pretty good considering this is an outlet anyway, and the deals here are already good. So to save another $10 off is pretty solid. So that's how you use kind of all the portals for savings. Hopefully you'll do this and save a bunch of money. Talk to you later. All right, everybody. So I love.
Yeah. That was that's a solid piece there, and I want to show even more. So again, what we're demoing here is the a portal that's in addition, it's with the health portal. So when you get hold on.
Shopping's loaded up now, and travel just got dumped in that folder. So if you want to.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I'll show that in a second. So there's I just want to kind of hit on the benefits of having the health benefits and just what is all here. I have a friend here in town, and she was sharing with me, she got her family, and they basically decided that they were not going to do insurance. It was just too expensive. But again, this leaves her daughter and her son, herself and her husband with no health coverage. So I told her about it, said you can cover the whole family for $50. And and then I was like thinking, okay, well, who are other members of the family that need coverage? And One of them is actually our pets. And so I want to show you guys a benefit here that could easily, cover that. Um, I was unaware of pet insurance. I didn't really know it, understand what, why you need it until my friend who's a veterinarian, and she has a mobile veterinarian kind of ambulance, and she just tells me, she goes, if your dog is over 6 years old and has not had any issues, get your pet insurance now, because that works on like pre-existing conditions, and it's like a full thing. Well, come to find here in the NB deals is the spot pet insurance at 20% off, which again, this is a phenomenal offer. And what that looks like, you go through this whole setup, and now this discount is a residual discount. It is like a really good savings. And this alone right here could save you, 200 or $300 for the year, just this one setup. So, pet insurance is like a real thing. It's a fully regulated industry. I didn't understand pet insurance. And so now I've been speaking with another pet insurance provider so that we could get pet insurance directly right into Save Club. But right now, if you're a health benefits marketplace member and you can get into the NB deals area, this is phenomenal savings. So just, one more thing that I didn't understand until recently, and the need for pet insurance is pretty awesome. So let me show you what Dave just loaded up here on inside the content drop. Let me move this around, and I'll share this as well. Share this. So the one that we just saw for the food savings is right here. We've got another one here for the travel.
Hey, Ron, how much?
Now, these are about 10, 11 minutes. I'm not going to play them live, but they're in the content drop. And I recommend you go get back, and if you're interested in fully understanding the travel, or you need to demonstrate to somebody before they take a deep look, or get enrolled into the travel program, you can check it out right here. Full comparisons. Dave does a great job at really showing what's
All right. This
and then this one here is another breakdown on just shopping. And so Dave, if you could in the chat, drop the link here. Let me just do that. I'll share it, copy the link, and I'll drop it into our group chat inside of here. And so from here, you can also, get into the content drop of all the other pieces, but I'm going to put this into our chat to everybody. So to check out that those additional tools, and you can utilize those tools for marketing and prospecting as well. That's something that you can, post out there, download those videos. Another way to do that would be, see, what I don't want to do is put these videos straight onto YouTube. Or what do you think about that, Dave? Should I put these videos straight onto YouTube so that they're just there as a YouTube link? I just don't want people coming back to the YouTube channel asking how to get the discounts. I really want to have the
maybe on the Vimeo or in the back office itself. We can put and we have a training tab in the back office. We can add them to.
Well, you can share these links too. It's just these tools can be used to get people interested in Save Club and as a prospecting tool. So I know that when I post stuff out there on the YouTube channel, I always get inquiries asking how to get signed up and whatnot. I want to have these tools available for everybody out there, and you kind of not steal your thunder. But yeah,
one discount was cool. I found Charles, that they'll see in there was a Mercedes-Benz employee discount. So like if you're looking at buying a Mercedes-Benz, it actually took you to a portal where you got employee pricing on Mercedes-Benz. I'm like, that's pretty awesome. That could be thousands of dollars in savings.
Yeah, when you're a savvy shopper, you definitely can take a look at that. Okay, well, I want to talk about about prospecting and just, some best practices here on prospecting with the latest landing page. So let me pull up that page for everybody. So we've got a page here that is fresh in the system. And now with this, we had another video as well, and I had some requests to play that video again because it's inside the tour. Not everybody could check it out, but bringing people through this landing page right here does great on mobile. It's a new setup, and these tools or when people come through this page, uh, you'll see the URL up here. It goes from saveclub.com to saveclub.ai, and that's where our new database resides for putting people into the automated communications. And those automated communications are really going to help, and we're dialing them into specific campaigns. So if we end up doing a fundraising campaign or a charity campaign for you, we can have the messages then customized to go along with that organization. So that's pretty exciting to be able to, if they're coming through a brand or a database, that we'll be able to communicate with them directly, thanking them from that organization. I think that will definitely help increase the conversion there. But on sharing these pages, what we're seeing is as you get interest through your social media or as you contact people, directly in the messenger, dropping them in here and saying, "Hey, check this out." Every single pre-enrollee, they're given a free position inside the company, and then the automation starts following. So don't be afraid to use your messaging through your Instagram, through your WhatsApp, through your Facebook Messenger, and just drop the link straight in there, inviting new people. If you see that they've liked something that you've posted, or you're using a Monster Engager and people are commenting back and forth with you, and that they're not involved with Save Club, just simply take the link, drop it right into the messenger, and just ask them to watch a video and take a look at the tour by putting in their name, phone number, and email address. And that simple action repeated over time, we will build up the pre-enrollees. Then it's simply a numbers game of the people that will come to one of these live webinars, or you check out one of our recordings from the emails that we send out, and get started with us here in Save Club. So I like to leave our Monday calls open for Q&A. I know a lot of people come to these calls to hear what other people are thinking and saying. So let me open that up for you guys so that we can have some open dialogue here of what's happening. So hey, Davis, you've been in there, making these videos for the savings. I'm sure you see a lot of changes that there's constant upgrades in the stores, the shopping, things are seasonal. Did you see anything in there seasonally that caught your attention? I definitely saw the promotions for theme parks get started in there.
Yeah, well, taxes right now are big, so there's a ton of tax deals going on right now. So like some have 40% off, some, and it's interesting. I actually showed that in one of the videos. Like one had like 20% off, the other one had 30% off, like the same thing. So depending on, that's why you want to double check a couple portals, because you can do that. So taxes are really big right now. Of course, yeah, the theme parks are going, and then a lot of times what you do is when you open them up, let me see if I got them both open here right now. They'll actually basically give you like $350 off right now, Empire Today, which is flooring. So imagine if you're looking for new carpet and new wood floors, up $350 off. That's a really good one. IMAX is doing something. Here's a pet insurance here, 20% off. BJ's Wholesale Club. The wholesale clubs, like you can get discounts when you join BJ's, Costco, or Sam's Club. Those are always good. Let's see what else is going on. Laser away for the ladies who don't want hair on their legs for or men or whatever for the upcoming song. Jelly Belly is doing something with jelly beans for Easter coming up. I mean, so yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you always pay attention when you log in. they'll always have like the top deals or new deals. So you always want to pay attention. Like I'm looking at both portals right now, and I'm looking at let's see here, travel hotels. Like it says like limited time stuff. There's shows, sporting goods, concerts, music festivals, stuff like that. So if you guys are in a certain area that have like concerts and things like that, like I'm in Nashville, I'm gonna type in Nashville just for an example here. And then I can hit, a couple dates here and I hit search and I can find out like all kinds of shows, what's going on, sporting events. This is stuff people do every day.
Do you want to show any of that on your screen as you're going through it?
Yeah, I can here.
Okay.
We just do this here and hit share.
And then Billy and Sandy will get your questions here in just a moment.
So again, we have multiple portals here, everyone. So we have our Save Club portal here. Again, travel. But if you look at deals, let me just click on, if I click the little logo here, it takes me home. And they got banners across the top. So here's Empire Today. Here's Ryan Gosling new IMAX movie, 25% off. E-File, 40% off. There's the pet insurance, etc. As you scroll down as well, like they have this tax prep area here. Top online deals, hit view more. And you can see a lot of different deals that are currently happening here. Now, if you click on the other portal, okay, let me click here. Like right now, I'm in concerts and shows, and it has all these different concert shows. You can actually pull up, by your area as well at the top here. But if I click on home, just to show you, of course, they have a lot of things for travel, but again, uh, Dell here, 5% off, dining, Lenovo's, if you need any computer stuff, anybody that's skiing right now, 30, I know, Charles, you like that, 35% off ski lift tickets and rentals. How much that? This is something I go over too in the video, not to spoil it, but a lot of people too are trying to get lean before summer, and they have these meal prep services where you can order pre-done meals and get what 55% off your first box and then 15% off next boxes. Well, what you can do here is you could order one for a month and then cancel and go to the next one, and they both have it. So if I type in meals here, there's a lot. HelloFresh is one. Home Chef is one. Mighty Wheels. So like if I click on this one, $140 off your first orders. So then you can go over to that's Home Chef got. Okay, 19 free meals. All these kind of things. So you can go back and forth and see which ones are good. But that's a really good way, especially if you don't like the diet and you don't want to cook everything yourself, you can do that. Just so much stuff is in here. If you guys dive in um to these, all these deals here, so I was looking up, for example, if you click on shopping, I was looking at automotive. Let me show you here. So here's Mercedes-Benz, $2,500 off incentives, and if you click on that, it's going to take you right to their employee website. I mean, there is a lot of stuff, 15% off at Advanced Auto Parts. I actually used this last year. I needed brakes, and brakes could be quite expensive. And I ordered rotors and brake pads and literally had a mechanic put them on. But I got the parts super cheap. But again, a lot of you might not think about that. If you're traveling, 20% off airline parking. Airline parking is expensive. Tires are expensive. Just go before you do anything, just dive into both these portals and say, what do you got? You know what I mean? Like guys, I mean, now the weather's getting nice, you might go golfing. There's sometimes free greens fees, all that kind of stuff. So there's just a lot. And what I hate is when you got to use it though. You got to get in here and use it. Don't miss out on this. And there's all kinds of like places for haircuts and actually everything you could ever think of is in here. Like if I click on salon, for example, okay. No, I don't know what these are online places. Now, some of you will say, well, I looked and there's not a lot in my area. Okay, sometimes we hear that. Well, the thing is like, for example, if I click on dining here, if I were to show you some of these, like if I look up like Uncle Julio's, you guys saw a video I did here. Now, Uncle Julio's is not in my backyard. Okay. It says it's 11.4 miles away. It's not. Brentwood for me is about 35 minutes away. But to save 20%, and I go to Brentwood all the time, it's not a big deal for me to hop in my car and go there to have a really good experience. And I didn't care I was driving over there. I drive to that area all the time anyway. And now I saved an extra 20 bucks off or 20% off. But sometimes it's not like this is 5 seconds in my backyard. But there's a lot of cities I'm around. And what I do is I kind of look like if I look at Nashville, so I live in a place called Murfreesboro, but a lot of times I'll look in Nashville and what in that word? Here we go. And I'll see what's going on down there. Okay, now, oh, I got Uncle Leo's in here, but um, just Nashville and see what deals are going on. Same thing over here in this portal. You could look at food and whatnot. So if I click on shopping and I look at dining, there are things that are like in my backyard, but then there's stuff that's a little bit further away. And to me, it's not a big deal if I'm gonna, if I want to have a good experience anyway, like Ruth Chris, for example, is downtown Nashville. That's going to take me 30, 40 minutes to get there. Same with Morton's. And same with Hard Rock. But look, Hard Rock is 36% off. So I might go there. Why not? Spend $32. I get 50 bucks. I like going down to downtown Nashville every now and then. It's not something I do often. But if I'm going to go down there anyway, why not do this? And, it's not exactly in my backyard. So don't worry about stuff that's not necessarily 2 minutes from your house. Sometimes there's stuff 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So dive in and look because you can get some really, really, really good deals if you do, if that makes sense. So, yeah, Charles, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. And you can even break it down.
Hold on, baby.
What's that?
Yep. Oh, it's Billy.
Oh.
Yep. Hey, Billy, let's take your question. Yeah, Dave, that's a great overview. I know there's been a lot of requests for people to just get further walkthrough of how to use that. Go ahead, Billy. What's your question?
Yeah, first off, I just want to say thank you, Charles. Thank you so much for all you do for us. And I know everybody agrees with me. But what I want to ask is, because David is so fantastic about putting this stuff together for us, is there going to be any more training? I've done. I know I'm guilty of not doing all of it and not following every step because well, just things happen. Life happens, Anyway, excuse me. I just want to know: are we going to do another like 90 days training blitz or on this new improved stuff that we're doing?
Billy, we're constantly pulling up different information, and yeah, there are different trainings that will be posting up there. I don't know if we're gonna get back into just posting stuff out daily, but if you're enrolled into the Blitz, when new trainings come up, it'll alert you of stuff that's going in there. So just stay plugged in, and you'll see that you'll get the communications on that, and then again, we post all these up, weekly on, just, trainings and different pieces here. But yeah, that's the best way to stay plugged in is right here. Go ahead, Sandy, if you got a question.
Yeah, this morning I actually just started using the new AI landing page in my email campaign. So it looks really good. Just for clarification, you were talking about it earlier. Is that the only one that has the AI automation attached to it, that landing page?
No, so what I've set up is all of the database, including, we've got some 60,000 pre-enrollees in the system that, we're going to be reaching out to again with the AI tools. So no, all the pages will be, connected. We're just going through a process now of warming up all of these communications. So when we're texting, when we're communicating with the pre-enrollees that come in, it's like a ramp up process. So we're doing hundreds and then thousands, and then we'll do tens of thousands of messages going out weekly. It's just one of those things where when we're working with the different cell phone carriers that they want to make sure that you don't just drop into the system and start just
Right.
spam texting all these people, and that's not what we're doing. But this ramp up strategy is already in place. But no, every page where pre-enrollees are coming in, they'll start to receive the text messages and communications with with the AI bot, so that that Savvy, our AI agent, will be able to have interactive communications, all driving and directing people back to the web tour and back to the webinars.
Okay, perfect. I did misunderstand that then. And you were mentioning the fundraising, I didn't quite, if I can get a little clarification on that, you were talking
Oh, so
about.
yeah. So as we have larger campaigns come through, these are groups that we can work with where we'll be like, okay, this is a very directed campaign. So as we work with the fundraising coordinators, and they're saying we're going to drop an email to 100,000 people. Here's what it is. We'll go through that system and say, okay, great. Let's actually put in a particular link, so that when those prospects come through, they're seeing that their organization is displayed, and then also the communications that will come through after people go through that customized branded landing page will be, thank you for March of Dimes. Please download the app, and when you use the app, $5 will go to the organization. Plus, when you're shopping, you get paid. So it's really, having that level of customization
Yeah.
where we can really cater towards these larger databases.
Well,
So
And
would
so,
that be more, Charles, would that be more for the larger fundraisers like March of Dimes and these big
well,
companies?
yeah, I mean, it's we're going through and doing like a custom setup. So we want,
Okay.
when we do that, just time is limited and all that. But I'd be open to, as long as we've got a fundraising coordinator that's really involved, it's great. It's a great exercise, for us to work through that. So, um, but yeah, I mean, when we do the customizations like that, I really want to make sure that those fundraising coordinators, if they've got a lot of experience, or they're easy to work with, or they're really committed, then yeah, let's put in the time to um, get
I
their
hear you.
campaign successful.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if it's just a team, that would be crazy to set that up just for a team, a hockey team, for instance, or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But when someone's dealing with a database of, thousands or tens of thousands or whatever,
Yes,
then it's like, okay, let's make sure that fundraising coordinator really knows that, we're here to support them, and that we're lining up our team to make sure that their campaign is set up in a way to where it matches their messaging. Because it's a big step for anybody with the database to say, hey, I want to, be part of this program. I want to be part of Save Club. I want to start earning residual income here. And so, yeah, just having that customization, I know, is going to
that's nice.
help the
Okay.
conversions. Yeah.
That answers. Thank you, Charles.
now think about this, Charles. Look, I just showed everybody in real time. I could save $20 on a pair of Air Jordan shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
I just literally
huge.
added them to the cart and did that. Now think about all the younger youth groups, the schools set up fundraisers. How many of them are buying Air Jordans? All those young kids are, right? And you could say, look, here's a 20, your membership's $20 a month, just a single deal. I just knocked $20 off a pair of Air Jordans, right? It's that crazy. So that's just super cool. And I did that in real time. I'm going to show you another thing in real time too. We're just going to have fun here. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to like Samsung, for example. Let's just look at something here. And I go to Samsung and I say use coupon. Click here. Now they want you to set up an account, which I already set up an account too, because I've used this before. And I might need to log in here. And so I'm gonna sign in real quick. Okay, let's do this. And let me come in here. Now, what you want to do is you can go look at refrigerators, you can go look at TVs, you can heck even look at the new cell phones and whatnot once you're in here. But now I'm logged in. Okay, so if I want to click on appliances, for example, and let's say I wanted to look at I don't know, refrigerator. And we'll see what we have here. Okay, so like let's look at this one, bespoke, $2,600. So what I would do If I click buy, okay, and I add it to the cart because it's going to be when you add it to the cart, once it sees I'm logged in, I'm just going to say no haul away on the appliance right now. Let's just see what happens here. Okay. Oops, I had the phone in my, see, I was looking at the phone. It was in my, so right here. And so the deal is promotional discount. What's it going to be? So total 28.47. I think I got to apply a code too. I got to look that up because I think please enjoy special offers. Let's see. Click special offers. Hold on a second here. You will save an extra $2,300 on this purchase. I'm not really sure what that means, but uh let's come back here and look. Okay. I don't know if I've saved any more or not. No, it says savings $2,300. Okay, I'm not real sure. But let's compare this real quick. So here's how you can compare this. I can come over here. Let me just go. Hold on one second. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen just for 1 second here. And let me go to, I'm gonna pull up a couple things here. And let me share my screen again with you guys and see if there's any savings on this here. Okay, so I went to Lowe's and I'm just going to type in this model number. I'm going to hit enter and let's just see what comes up. Okay, here's what comes up. And if it's the same model, which I think it is $3,400, $3,499. Okay, I come back over here and out the door $2,800, including tax and everything. So if I were to come over here, that's not even tax yet. Okay. So if I were to add that to the cart, let's see what it would be. Um, view cart. It's $3,516. Okay, compared to $28. What's the math on that? Okay, let me go to Best Buy. I do the same thing here. And I look and see, okay, here it is, the same refrigerator. And I click on it. Again, if they say you're saving $1,000, they try to make it look good. Look, it's a regularly $44.99 refrigerator. Save $1,000. Now it's $34.99. Well, that's cool if you're not a
Yeah,
member of Safe Club.
yeah. I mean, that's like $700-800 savings when you get it through the Save Club portal.
Because it's 3,500 with tax and everything. So it's almost, yeah, it's about 700, $800 off. So that's just another example. Now, you don't buy refrigerators every day, but you do. I remember buying one not long ago. So like, and people like this kind of stuff. So I mean, and that's just that, but you could do the same thing with TVs. You could do it with washer and dryers. You could do it with I mean, all kinds of stuff here, microwaves, dishwashers. But guess what, everybody? We just don't have Samsung. Okay. Like for example, in I was looking in the other portal here, the MB Deals. Um, we also have a Fridge Air, for example. I don't know why it's coming. Let's hit refresh here. So if I click on shopping and I hit what? No, shopping and I hit appliances. Look, Whirlpool Inside Pass, Fridge Air 50% off, Electrolux 50% off, LG 50% off, Vitamix 15% off. So you can pretty much, depending on what you want, as far as like appliances go, which are big purchases for most people, you can go and save crazy amounts of money. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Who doesn't want to pay 20 bucks for that? Not to mention, I show in the savings how you can save $500 on a trip. I mean, all this stuff could be thousands of dollars back in someone's
Yep.
pocket. Again, they're just doing what they did yesterday. I need a, if they're why, if you're going to go to Best Buy or go to Lowe's, I mean, these are, if you go over there on a weekend, their appliance sections are packed with people. Okay, that's a good place to prospect. Hey, I save $800 off your fridge. Just go to Lowe's and Best Buy every Saturday, and you guys will recruit like crazy. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's kind of what it is. So I'll open it up back up to question, Charles. But the Air Jordan thing's cool. $20 off right there. $800 off here. I mean, how could you not get excited about this?
Yep. So yeah, so Dave, and one more thing. I was just mentioning spring break deals. This is part of the health benefits here. Uh, the savings portal here on, I was mentioning theme parks. I mean, these are crazy savings on the theme parks. By the way, in Las Vegas, if you don't know, they opened up a whole new Universal Studios in Las Vegas. It's a massive new complex. I've been watching them build it for the last 2 years. And so now there's a whole new Universal Studios Las Vegas, and right here, 30% off tickets. So that's pretty big. And I'm like, there are people going there every single day. I mean, there's people lining up at the Universal Studios Las Vegas. It's a brand new attraction. I bet they're paying full price. And right here, you can get up to 30% off. So okay, with that, let me take these last questions here. Reaching the top of the hour. James, go ahead.
Hey Charles, I sent you a message in a group chat. Did you see it? Well,
In
no, it was a one-on-one.
on the group chat in what the WhatsApp group chat?
No. On this app that we in right now, on the Zoom call. I
Okay,
don't know
you
if you
want to just
see
tell
it.
me what it is? You know,
It was about what we talked about last week about the putting the extra verbiage in the Save Club free Save Club directory for the merchants,
oh
and getting
yeah,
Dave to add the additional verbiage so we can take them on to the
yeah.
utilizing the program.
Actually, let's do that, James. Let's you, me, and Dave hop on a call following this, like right after this.
Okay.
And let's look at that page and let's look, we can add it in for you right now. So what James is referring to is recruiting in and sharing Save Club with merchants. So we've been building out the Save Club directory, you know, being able to invite new merchants so that they can offer deals and savings um, to our membership base. And so being able to have an easy way for them to input their information, that we can start getting them ready so that we can expose them to the Save Club member base and bring more business, you know, in their way. And again, this could be for online retailers. It could be for you know, local stores in there. We've got a form up, we've got a video up, and I think with you know, fine tuning in the verbiage here, it'll be even easier to share with our people. So you know, so we'll get that all queued in there. Yeah, guys. So with oh, here we go. Hey, Doug, you wanna unmute?
Yeah,
Go
can you
ahead.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
I had a quick question on, is it possible to do a similar funnel for small businesses like you have for the fundraiser, where when they click on, the only thing that shows up is just the how to apply for the savings app with nothing else on it?
No, you know, that's exactly what we're referring to, actually, Doug. Is we have a way for businesses to submit in their information and and request to be added to the Save Club directory. And this will, you know, help all the affiliates approach businesses in their area. And the idea is that you'll be able to speak to them about being a VIP merchant so that, you know, they can get their business, get additional advertising, and then also set up a extra income stream so that they could expose their members to the app and to Save Club. And so that, you know, it's a fun way of prospecting with business owners, because you're going in there, you're able to add value for free by getting them listed in our directory. And then you can talk to them about a way to access their current database or their current customer flow, their current walk-in traffic, to learn about Save Club, you know, get the app, or you know, become a member with Save Club. So there's a page to that.
Yeah, I think it's page 9. That's not exact.
No. No. There's actually no. It's actually a whole like merchant application, and if you just give me a second, let me grab it. I gotta log in and get it. Unless James, you have it handy. I know you've been working with that one. Just give me a second here, and I'll hold up.
Maybe I can clarify. I'm talking about if a local merchant just wants to get to his current customer base and only provide the Savings Club app, not the Savings Club app, just the savings app, nothing else. Is that possible through what you're talking? I don't think that's possible because it's going to show membership and all that. And I'm talking about not showing any of that. Just allow a business owner to offer to his customers just the savings app, just to get them into his system and then follow up later with the other savings.
Oh, okay, yeah. So okay, I understand the question. So here we actually have a hidden page. Okay, so inside here you'll see it goes from 27 to 28. So let me show you here. So this page here, page 28. This is a page that someone can come through. So if someone's a Save Club affiliate, or if it's a business that's got that is a Save Club affiliate, and all they want to do is share the app, just the app, use this page. Because when the prospect comes through this form, they go to a page that the only thing they can do, there's not even another link. It's just a single page to show them the app. So here, let me
Right. Now, how do we get access to that though?
It's right here. It's saveclubsplash.com/your username, page 28.
Okay.
So here, I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So if someone comes through this is it. That's all they can do. You see this? There's no navigation. There's no sidebar. They either click here, if they're on a desktop, they scan it, or they click here, and that's all they can do. So this is a funnel that is only for downloading the app. There's no other way. Now, once we get them as an app user, then we'll be doing other ways of presenting them the business. But this is a great way, and if you're sharing this and people get the app and use it, the Give 5 Get 5 applies right here as well. But we don't even talk about that because once they put in their information, there's nothing else for them to do other than get the app.
Okay, but that particular page is not in our back office now, right?
It is. Well, it is. I didn't display it, but it's Save Club Splash / your usernames / page 28.
Page 20. Okay.
Yeah, page 28.
Because
I didn't want, I want the people that are using this are, specific people like yourself or whatever. And it's a page that if you're sharing this page, I want you to know, what you're doing. Maybe I'll write a summary and put it back in there so that people know what page 28 is all about and how it's limited to only the downloading of the app.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna get back to work over here. We got exciting things that we're pushing on. I'll give you an update here on. Oh man, I've got all these people in the waiting room. I've got some exciting things here happening this week. We've been dialing in the different marketing campaigns. We're launching a Facebook ads campaign this week, which I'm really excited about, and we're gonna do this internally to help improve the volume and the quality of people that can be coming in through the funnel, or through the co-op marketing funnels. And what's cool is when we're running Facebook ads, we've built a form that is displayed on Facebook. And when people go and they become a pre-enrollee through this form, we have an API set up to where their name, phone number, and email address is their actual Facebook account information, which is their cell phone number, their one of their primary emails, definitely their real name. Facebook's gone through great lengths over decades to make sure that the users are real and that the Facebook accounts aren't bots and the information is real. That's going to be a huge benefit to us because when you're recruiting people on Facebook, it's important to get the people when first looking at Save Club to like the Save Club page and also join the group so that they can get messages, and it's just more touch points so that they can see it. Plus, when they like the Save Club group and page, all of the people that are part of Save Club now will start showing up on their feed, and they'll start to see more of who's involved. So with that, everybody, I want to thank you for joining. We're right here at the top of the hour, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. I'm going to put out a dynamic presentation for what we're doing this month with Save Club. We'll have a great walkthrough and full business overview of what's going on. I'll show off the new funnel with the videos, with the AI videos, both inside the tour and on the landing page. So with that, everybody, enjoy your Monday. Let's have a huge week. Thanks for attending.